Folks, welcome back. Well, for a lantern project today, we have, this is an embry, of course, as you can tell, a nice, big, tall drink of water embry. This is kind of a Dietz Blizzard size. And, okay, I'm starting over. Hey there, folks. Welcome back to the lab for another lantern project. This here is an EMBURY number 40. EMBURY had a ton of models, I'll tell you what. This is the number 40 Supreme. And it's the first time I've had a number 40. I've probably had, a million other model numbers. And it's the first time I've had a 40. Interesting. They made a lot of models, man. I wish I knew how many. I mean, was there a number 1 through 39? And, on up to the, the 200s, the 300s. Yeah, I joke, but yeah, number 40, pretty cool. So I'm assuming they probably just, probably every time they add something to the patent, maybe they'll put a different model number on there. I feel like I've seen this exact model in other numbers. But, so this being a Supreme, and a lot of times you'll see the Supremes will have a brass filler cap and a brass cone. It might be a brass cone. This is not brass, however. I do have a very cool spare brass Supreme filler cap. Great. So we're going to plop that on there. We'll shine it up and put it on there when we're all done. Ooh, and that's loose. Excellent. This has got a real nice, sexy hot blast globe in it. And we'll find something more appropriate for it. And I'm sure I can find a home for that. That's a nice one. Yeah, it's got some cool. Okay, so let's dig into this thing and check it out. Right. Wow, it's got a nice big swirl in it. Look at that crazy swirl. Can you see that? Can you? I don't know there. Wow, that's weird. Weird. Got weird little veiny things. Love it. Love unusual glass. I'm a fan of that. Okay, so this comes off, which is excellent. Oh, and that's loose. Man, that's great. That makes me happy. Looks like they were burning this thing dry. I could tell by the way that's burnt. Yeah, see that carbon there? That means that was burning dry without kerosene on it. And you saw there was only a little tiny bit hanging out. Not enough to get to the bottom here. Inside of the tank looks freaking perfect. But for fun, I'm going to get the endoscope and show you what it looks like in there, because it's fun. Okay, so let's take a look inside the tank. Look at that, man. Look at that. Man, did this thing ever have kerosene in it? Has this had anything in it before? That's nuts. Look at the shape of that. Man, that's all nice shape. I don't know if this thing was used very much. What's that? Like a hunk of carbon or something? Yeah, that's amazing. That is great. Awesome. Okay. Okay, I gotta go put chicken. Supervisor Baby was getting smoky. All right, I gotta go put chicken on the grill. Be right back. Okay, and since this thing is massive, I'm gonna gotta get the bail off of there. Yes, indeed. Come on now. Jeepers. Okay. Yep, that's the EMBURY way. Okay. Things are looking good all over. We can get this out of here. Man, you know, I really like being able to take these out, but I really hate bending that thing and putting little tool marks on it. Bugs me. I'm probably the only one that notices, but still bugs me. Come on now. Oh, didn't quite open it enough, I guess. Oh no! Oh man, I did it. I broke it. Oh no. No. Usually you get one bend, and I can tell you right now that thing is split. Once I close that, I gotta look close. Son of a gun. Oh, okay. Just gonna have to think about what I'm gonna do there. Darn it! And I know I don't have any spares like that. All these spares I have the legs on them. Son of a gun. Okay, gonna have to think about that. Oh, there it goes. Shit. Well, that bums me out. You gotta think of some kind of alternate thing I can do there. A piece of brass, soldered brass, little strip going around it. Damn it! Alright. Well, what a bummer, man. That just ruined my day. I really don't like doing that. And usually they get one good bend, and that looked to me like it hadn't been bent. But maybe it had been bent once before. Alright. Well, gonna go to the bench grinder with this. Clean it all up. And I gotta search. I'm gonna search for a part. Darn it! Alright, I gotta think. Gotta think about how I can replace that. It's an important little piece. Holds that in there. Shit. Alright, I'll be back. Right, okay, so it is the next day, and I've been thinking it over. So I was really bummed about what happened here. And then I realized something. I really am enjoying the way I'm repairing things as of late, using brass and other various little things. I'm thinking to myself, you know, if I found this, let's just say, let's say 50 years from now, somebody finds this, you know, antique mall somewhere and sees a really old brass repair. So I think what I'm going to do is try to patch that with, ooh, well, will this be strong enough? I thought I could bring it in. Okay, well, let's see. I wonder if this is thick enough. I don't know. Okay. Ooh, I can. Ooh, man. That's really thick, though, this copper. I'd only need a little piece of it, but I don't know if it'll get in the way of, let's see here. Because it's so thick, I'm going to see. Okay, no, it won't get in the way. All right, good. There's lots of room there. So, question is, do I use... I'm trying to do this very gingerly so I don't bend this bracket here. There we go. Okay, so here we have, this is like 1/4 inch thick copper. All right, so basically, so you can see here, you can see the shape of that there. And that's pretty much what this is, but this is a newer model, which they had reinforced it. These would come on soldered, the solder would break a lot. So that's why they put the legs on it. So, and here's one with shorter legs. But, yeah, the shapes are all weird. They just wouldn't look right. That's all I got. So, unless I got it off something that is already up in my collection. So I think what I'm going to do... Did I save the little square that broke off of that? Oh, by the way, something interesting. So I accidentally left Supervisor Baby on all night last night, like all through the night. I came through here about 10 o'clock in the morning on my way out, and I saw it was still on. All I had to do was retrim the wick, but it was still burning. It still had half a tank in it. So look at that. Of course, you know, I had it low, but these things burn hot, and they burn. You could, if you're going as bright as you can with one of these, it's going to go through kerosene pretty quick. But these are bright little son of a bitches, but this gets real hot up here. Cool. All right, so those are no good to us for this particular thing. So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna hack off a little piece here, and then I'll shape it. So I'll just kind of get a little hunk of that there. Question is, can my big, huge tin snip cut a piece of this out? That's what we gotta figure out. All right, let me dig out a big old tin snip. Tin snipper. Wow, that was hot, man. I burnt my hand just touching Supervisor Baby there. What the heck did I do with them all? All right, we'll try these things. I'm just gonna see if I can hack off a hunk here. Oh, it's working. That's awesome. All right, good. We'll start with that. Yeah, got this for like $1 at a garage sale. How great is that? You can see it looks like somebody already had replaced the bottom of something with that. But yeah, that's got a good three bottoms for copper founts. But who's gonna need 1/4 inch thick fount bottom? Nobody. All right. So oh, I can use one of these to kind of measure the size of that little thing that broke off. Yeah, perfect. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm going to assume that that is the same. I don't think it is. That's different. Yeah. See, now, if I had tried modifying this, cutting it off and putting it on there, I wouldn't know if this is cracked until I already have it all soldered on and ready to finish it up. And it looks to me like it's already starting to crack. Well, that's why I haven't used this one in the past, but it looks like the metal's already cracking there. In fact, I'm going to bend it back just a little so I can measure it here. Yeah, I bet you that. Yeah, just do not want to take that risk. Because that'd be a lot of work to get to that point and then not know. See, I can't bend it now to see if it bends, because one more bend in that thing will break it off. So, it's brittle stuff. Okay, so I'll get an all. All right, so that's what we're going to work with. So we'll work off of that. All right, excellent. Now, I'm sure it'll need more trimming and everything, but we have our little billet to work from. And we'll get the edges all kind of sanded up. Oh, where's that? Oh, by the way, I learned this thing here. If you watch a channel, you've seen this stone here. So I had thought that this was like some kind of sharpening stone, a crude one, because this is a soft stone. But apparently, so I saw one of these marked at an antique store as a bed warmer. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Than a sharpening stone. But I am going to use it as a sharpening stone, because why not? I don't care if I wreck it. Okay, so we'll come back to that once we get this thing all cleaned up and get to that stage. Okay, so I'm glad I made a decision on that to not use the thinner stuff. But it'll be interesting to how I'm going to connect that. That's going to be fun. All right, so now I'm going to go over to the bench grinder. Lift this stuff. Clean up. This is going to clean up superb. Yes, indeedly it will. When all these things we can get cleaned up. Okay, let me do that and I'll be back. And then we'll, yeah. All right. Oh, wait. Real quick, I wanted to show you what I found at Goodwill today. 1 second. So, first thing I found, look at this thing. It's modern. It's heavy, man. It's heavy duty. It is a lantern lamp with USB plugs in it. Pretty neat, right? So, I mean, I never find lantern shit at my Goodwill. Never. I wonder if they have a law or just decide that they don't accept open flame kind of things, you know, put them out. They probably just throw them right in the dumpster. That's what breaks my heart. This thing's heavy, man. What does it say? Oh, it's from 2022, so it is. It's brand new, pretty much. But this was a cool one. Yeah. Found both these the same day, so obviously there was a collector of some kind, or somebody that liked lanterns. Where's that glitter coming from? Where'd the blue glitter? That went out of here? And this is a winged wheel, by the way. So yeah, what I like to do with this one is I hate that blue. What the hell's the deal with that? So I think when it comes time, I'll strip this paint and, you know, throw some linseed oil on it. So yeah, I'll strip that paint off of there when it comes time to work on this. I wonder if that lights up in there. I don't see any bulb. Yeah, look at that. Oh, is that where the glitter was? Who the hell? Apparently some kid probably wanted to fuel it up or something. Somebody put a little glitter in the tank. Either that or they tried filling up the globe with glitter or something. I don't know. But it's amazing that it still has a cap on it, a removable cap still on there. Cool. Yeah, we'll come back to that some other time. Man, wow. This is really nice. And see, you're making me feel more pissed off about me breaking that off. So if I find one that's that broken off, I'll grab it in a heartbeat. But the only reason I'm pissed off here is because I did it. I did it because I was making my job easier by removing this. I could have left it on, but there are some little things that, you know, little liberties that I do take to make the jobs a little bit easier because I'm not making any money doing this. But, I mean, I enjoy doing this, but I just, you know, I just thought, you know, for the most part, you get one bend out of these parts. So this may have been bent once before. How quickly that, I mean, that broke just opening it, let alone putting it back. So that's what I'm assuming is that it had been opened up before. So that's why it just bums me out. I mean, I think we're going to make this look pretty cool, actually, once we do our little mod here. But we got some work to do on that. We got filing down to do and things. But for now, we're going to get this baby. Look at this thing, man. This looks great. Outside looks as nice as the inside of that fount. So now we're going to take a junk bit to it, get all these spots that the bench grinder didn't get. And then we'll go to a wheel like that. And yeah, I'm going to take it from there. All right, so that's what we're going to do now. A pointy bit, then we're going to go to a wheel. And I'll get in all the seams and everything like that. And then I'll get okay. And then we'll talk when we're done with that. All right. Okay, so now just a little pointy bit action. time to purge all these old pointy bits. I can't help myself. I still can get a little bit more work out of them. Okay, this one's pretty shot, but I think it'll do what we need here because there's just so little dirt or grime or anything on this thing, which is awesome. Awesome. I mean, this thing looks brand new. Look at this thing. Wow. Look at that. Even a manifold. Wow. Pretty cool. All right. 40 bit. Let's do it. Yeah, looking nice. Looking nice. Now I want to smooth out this little edge here. So you can see here, I'll show you. Come on now. So you can see here this little jagged edge right here. That's what I want to smooth off. I want to just kind of smooth that off with this stone here, so we can figure out how to affix our new piece. All right, let me just clean that up a little bit. Okay, so you can see, and I don't want to go into this little area here that forms that little hole there, that little circle. So I'm just trying not to harm things. So what I'm planning on doing, so the part I'm trying to replace is that part that goes right across there. So I think I'll find a way to affix it here, and I'll even leave it out like that, and then I'll bend it over, hoping I don't break it, but I don't think I will. In fact, where's that little hunk? There's the other little hunk. There it goes. What am I gonna do with it? Damn. I was hoping I had a hunk that I could test bend, but I can test bend right here. All right, let's see what happens here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'll bend great. Awesome. And it bends back, and it's not all cracked. Great. All right. That's great to know. Great to know. All right. So, all right. So I'm going to smooth that out a little bit more, but I need a better medium to do it with, and I think I have just the thing. All right, so this is a medium grit. I don't even know what these are for, really. He's only on hard metal. Oh, this is in French. I don't know if I'm wrecking this thing, but I did get it for $1 at a freaking estate sale, so I'm not gonna get bummed out if I mangle this file. But this is copper, it's a soft metal, so we should be okay. Let's see what these other ones say. So this one says medium on it. What is this? Coarse. Well, we'll try that one. I think we need to dig in a little more here, make this flatter. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's get more meat off it. Okay, so sorry, I was getting sidetracked on just this little piece here. So I think what we want to do is get pretty much this lantern all pretty much ready to be almost finished, and then we'll go work on that. So now what I want to do is go with 800 grit. We'll hit the whole body of it with an 800 grit. And then we'll steel wool it, and then we'll look at things here. All right, here we go. 800 grit. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. 800 grit. Okay, well, I think we're going to dig into this little project here. Yeah, so I think I'm going to get set up to do this. Set up, I'll get out my my bean bags and the torch and some solder and things, and we'll get this all arranged. This thing is looking fantastic, except for that broken part. So, all right.
You have to remember MYQ and WA1.
All right, let's get all set up here. All right, so I think what I want to do now is gonna scuff up part of this. That's looks like that'll be the back piece. So what I'm gonna want to do, we're going to attach this right there. Okay, so I'm gonna need to put a little something to kind of round that off a little bit. No, I don't. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Okay. All right. So, figure that's a good amount right there. Let's see. All right. So, I made some marks here where I want to scuff, because that's where the solder is going to go. And the scuff's going to go this direction here. Okay. So we don't do that. We got this. I got this little thing on here. I'm gonna do some scuffing and then we're gonna tin it. All right, hold on a second. Nice. Okay. That is properly scuffed. Should accept solder pretty easy. And we're just getting any kind of crap off there. Okay, crap removed.
Yeah, I think I've seen this microwave, I don't remember
All right.
counting at the time.
So this is tinning flux.
Yeah, I would
And this is what we're gonna start our tinning with. We're gonna loosen that up a little bit there.
if you speak of
Preheat that a little bit there.
contacted by some other means. I got his microwave I gained from him. I think I did that, but I also
Oh, yeah, might help if I put flux where it needs to go.
got your ID from him. I'm not sure what you're saying there.
That's what we want. Tinned right out to the corners. Beautiful. Oh, man, I got more than enough solder. Okay. All right. All right, let's see. Let's see if this will do what I want. That's what I wanted right there. Down a little bit. Okay, look at that. So there's our thing, and we're gonna bend that over and cut it right where we want it. So that's gonna be our little door. And there we have it. There we go. Let's check it out. There we go. There it is.
Yeah, well, that's even at home, though. Even at home, like the Schlitz beer radio, AM radio ad.
There we go.
Right? Oh, yeah.
I like it.
That's what people did.
Look at that. That's going to hold no problem. All right, now we can oil this up, finish it up, throw a little fuel in here, and fire it up, because this thing's so freaking clean. Holy smokies. Can't wait to see some of this patina once we oil it up. As I can see here, probably somebody's jingling keys or someone's rings on their hand, but all this area right here has got little tiny pings. Probably, you know, somebody that had this thing for decades and just their ring banging on it. I like thinking about shit like that. But, okay, so let's get... Let me make sure I got all the flux and shit off of here before we oil it up.
What? I missed it.
Listen to my ham guys. There's some guys in the New England area here that chat nightly after work until wives have their dinner on the table already. So it's pretty cool. I listen to them every day. When I can, when propagation is favorable. Okay, so let's oil it up. Oh, man, I'm glad I looked. You guys would have been on Zoom for the whole time I was oiling that up. Whoops. Been one of them days, man. All right. Let's see how she looks here. All right, let's see how she looks here. Man, looking sweet.
Well, if I knew you were serving buzzers, I would have come up too.
So here's our new cap all polished up real nice to make this supreme look primo. Look at that. Nice. Okay, now we need a wick because this was just not enough. Well, maybe.
Yeah, all right. Well, someone's got to get it. All right, that's all good. Anything doing with your pond?
That's pretty close. Let's see if I can find something a little longer. All right, so this wick's a little light, which means it's lost some of its mass from rot. I could see it kind of flying off there, but it'll burn. It'll burn fine. And we got plenty of length. Okay, good. Now.
Well, there you have it, folks. The report from Rhode Island. Charlie's
Click.
house, fish pond, raccoons.
All right, let's oil it up. All right, wait, you know what I mean. Let's fuel it up. Yeah. All right. I have a feeling this is the first time this tank's had fuel in it. That's the way it looks to me. Like maybe this thing was just burned when it was dry.
And why is that? Pray tell.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure that our wick. Where are you, wick? Okay, it is doing its wicking. Yeah, it's already crawling up that wick. Excellent. Got a cap back on here. Come on now. There we go. Now we got a more proper globe pop in here. Look at that. That looks great. Oh, I didn't oil this up. Okay, so bail is on. Now I gotta just wait for this wick. Okay, we have proper wickage. So let's fire it up. What do you say? What do you say? Okay, so supervisor baby can clock out for the rest of his shift.
Well, what type of phone you got, Charles?
We got our strike on anything matches. Let's do it. Let's fire it up.
Stupid old Android.
Look at that. Excellent. We got one little horn. It's either, well, we'll see. We'll let it warm up. But here comes the moisture. So we'll let that moisture burn off. We'll see our flame. We got a little bit of a horn on there. It's probably because of that wick. There's not much meat left on it. Now we're just slowly watching this moisture burn off as things heat up. There we go. As air starts flowing, you can see where it's pulling air up from the bottom and defrosting everything there. Yeah, man, this thing's throwing some nice bright light. Oh, great. That is seriously bright, man. That's very good white, bright flame. That's excellent. Very cool, man. Okay, well, hey, EMBURY number 40. I love it. This thing's fucking gorgeous, man. Pardon my French. Oui, oui. All right. Well, folks, that is going to do it here in the lab for this EMBURY. Folks, thank you so much for stopping by. That was fun, man. We did our little thing. That little thing there looks awesome. I'm happy with that. And, all right, that's it. Till next time, folks. Don't you go changing.
We'll be back with the Magic Tunes for the Armada Room's 2-hour disco swing party after this short break. Till then, don't you go changing.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.